Alright folks, it's almost 4 o'clock in the morning. I mean, it's amazing what freeze-dried coffee can do, because I feel slightly dopier, slightly woozier, but actually slightly more awake than I did when I started this thing, literally about 6 hours ago. I'm really enjoying this because I'm so sad. Anyway, so there's a bit of a pattern emerging. Tories at the moment, 133 seats, up 30. Labour, 115 seats, down 29. Lib Dems 23 down 1. Swings and swongs and flings and flongs all over the place. I mean, really bizarre stuff going on. Massive swings to the Tories in seats you don't expect or you think they need to get in order to form a majority government, and then other seats which should be easier for them, they're losing or they're not getting proper swings. It's madness. But there does seem to be a pattern forming, and that is that the Tories are going to win the election, but enough to have a majority government. 298 seats called out of 650, so we're sort of 2/5 of the way through. Really, it's amazing. The Lib Dems vote, I've no idea what's going on with them. I mean, let's get real. At the moment, their vote, percentage-wise, is 22%. 22.1% at the moment, compared to Labour's 27.5 and Tories' 34.9, which is nowhere near as good as maybe Labour had feared, nowhere near as bad as Labour had feared, or as good as the Lib Dems would have hoped for. But it's not bad. That is a very, very, very good result for the Lib Dems if you're going to keep perspective. But with the Clegg bounce or whatever, and also forget raw percentage, actually how it translates into seats, the Lib Dems are not doing that well. They've won a few, they've lost a few that they shouldn't have. But overall, they're up a very tiny amount overall percentage-wise from last time. And in terms of seats at the moment, they're down 1. So this is going to be very, very interesting how this pans out over the next few days. It seems that we'll have a Conservative minority government or a coalition somehow with the Conservatives in charge. But it's very interesting so far. Can't quite grasp what's going on. Moving to the smaller parties picture, UK Independence Party has got about twice as many votes as the British National Party nationwide at the moment, and the Green Party's got less than half the amount of votes of the BNP. At the moment, UKIP's on over 400,000, BNP's just over 230,000, and the Greens are 90,000. None of them, of course, have got any seats yet. The constituency, was it Brighton Pavilion? Not sure when that's going to declare. Let's see. Brighton Pavilion, the latest estimation is maybe it's going to be in about another hour before they declare. Remember, that's where the Green leader could actually be in with a shot to win a seat, the Greens' first seat. Burko challenging the Speaker. That's not going to come through for a very long time yet. So yeah, it's going very strangely, and we'll just have to watch this space. I'm waffling. I'm drifting off. But yeah, I'm off for a bit, and I'll see you in a bit. It's 4:29 in the morning. Luton South has just come in. Esther Rantzen, the famous British celebrity, television host, etc., won. She came fourth. She came fourth. I was really surprised, kind of hoping she would win, kind of not, for the celebrity value. Hoping she'd win, but also hoping she wouldn't. And actually, she only got like 1,000 or something votes, came fourth, which is quite a good thing. I mean, people weren't swayed by her very popular celebrity image. She is a very popular, much loved individual in this country in certain sectors, and she didn't win. So in a way, that's kind of good for democracy. But I'm a bit surprised she didn't get more than 1,000 odd votes. But that's the news. Oh, it's 4:37 in the morning, and we could have a Portillo moment, as it's come to be known. Jackie Smith has been thoroughly trounced, almost a 10% swing against her in Redditch, and she's lost it there. So a very, very big scalp there. Yeah. Yeah, so it's almost 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm still at it. I am that sad. Couple of interesting results. Charles Clarke has lost his seat to the Lib Dems, and Ed Balls has just managed to keep his seat. And it's easy to be magnanimous in victory, but he was very kind to the Conservative candidate, praising him quite warmly. But Balls has just kept his seat. As I say, Clarke just lost his seat, so that's what's happening here. It's almost 20 past 5 and I can't take it. There's a very real possibility that I'm going to fall asleep at work. And I think I was up all night watching the telly is not really a legitimate excuse, even though it was the general election. I don't know if you can see, I think my eyes are going a bit mad. Yeah. 5:30 in the morning. Results from London are beginning to sort of come through now. And Labour have held Hammersmith. They got about 2,000 more votes than the Tories there. They've held Hammersmith. I mean, whatever. Doesn't mean anything to you. I'm a local. Almost 6 o'clock in the morning, and Caroline Lucas, leader of the Green Party, has taken her clothes off. No, she hasn't. I'm getting silly. I haven't slept. No, she's taken Brighton Pavilion. She's actually won the seat, which I'm very excited about. I'm not a Green supporter. I mean, I'm a Green person. You know what I mean? But Green with a lowercase g. I don't believe in the Green Party. I mean, they're a bunch of dirty communists, really, frankly. But yeah, I mean, they've won it, and that's amazing. I mean, I think it's hugely significant, especially with the hung parliament. Every single MP counts more than ever. But really, it's fantastic. A small party has managed to do that. They have won, got a majority of about 2,000, and really, really exciting news there. So the Greens have won the first MP ever. Fantastic. So the Liberal Democrats have lost Richmond, Richmond Park, and it's gone to Zach Goldsmith. Interesting news there. Right, exactly 6 o'clock in the morning. Barking and Dagenham, where Nick Griffin, leader of the BNP, was standing. They haven't won that. They got about 6,000 votes. They came third in the vote there. Labour have actually increased by about 6,000 votes their majority in that constituency. Yes, so it's not long after 6 o'clock in the morning here. The election ain't over yet. Just a few figures to put your way, though. At the moment, Labour have 28.3% of the overall vote nationwide, 28.3, and have gained 207 seats. Whereas the Lib Dems, on 22.6% of the vote, have only got 40 seats. That cannot be right. I mean, it is right, but you know what I mean. That is just not fair. Interestingly, the UK Independence Party has at the moment got 750,000 votes, 3.2% of the vote. Obviously, haven't won any seats or anything, and have improved by 1% in terms of the rate, in terms of the vote from last time. Whereas the Greens have got just over 200,000 votes, so far less than UKIP. Haven't really improved from last time in terms of their overall vote, but they have won a seat, unlike UKIP. So yeah, it's very, very funny the way this works, but there we are.